Nobody want him, girl. Not even you. Calm down. Today's quote. Girl, you're his newest victim. I mean, girlfriend or wife. Yes, today's video is going to be a little interesting. But as we start off always, hey girl, you good? So today I have a story time because I was about to go to sleep and I got a phone call and I was like, girl, you on my line, as Funky Dineva would say. What you got? You on my line? And I was told a tale. Unfortunately, a tale as old as time. Why these men be lying? They be lying. So this isn't a client. This is a family member, a really, really close family member. She rang my phone and she said, my ex reached out to me. Now, mind you, they haven't spoken for years. He had cheated and then moved in with the woman he was cheating with, of course, which promptly ended their relationship. But when he left the woman he was cheating with to be with another woman he was cheating with in another state who had turned out pregnant, he decided to come by and tell my very close family member about this ordeal. I told her then, I said, he came to get a reaction. He wanted you to be hurt or upset. And because she had moved on with a fine new candidate who is still around, she didn't care. She was like, okay, well, good luck. And she promptly blocked him on everything. Well, recently there's been some situations going on and he's been reaching out, trying to get in contact because she's been going through something personal and he was reaching out like a friend. And he reached out to several people. So after years of not speaking, she calls him and said, hey, what's up? They had a conversation. They did not discuss anything about their relationship statuses or whatever. They talked about the thing, got off the phone, and then here comes the new woman. Now, here's the thing about when you're a new woman. I've been delusional too, thinking I was special. That man comes tell you everything that was wrong with that ex and how you're so much better, and you believe it. We believe it, don't we? Until you learn better. Because if a man is talking about his ex excessively, red flag, flag on the play. Male or female. Anybody talking about the ex too much, that's a problem. But anyway, this man is a homosexual. As I stated before, he was living with my family member who is really close. Then moved in, was cheating and moved in with that woman. And then promptly moved into this new victim. Because that's what I'm going to call her. She recently became his wife. But she's really a come up. Pump two babies in her and she thinks she won a prize. Whole time, honey, you didn't win anything. He won. He got a stable career. You got a stable job. You had to own a home. He went from renting to moving on up into your house, and you got you out of the deal a husband. A crappy husband, but a husband nonetheless. And of course, in today's society, what is a woman without a husband, even if he's a piece of crap? You got to have it. Don't mean a thing if you ain't got that ring. Now, this is where the story gets interesting. Today, my family member gets a call. And he's like, oh, I can't talk to you anymore. And she's in the background going off. The new victim is going off. Yeah, da. Mind you, he's the one who was reaching out. She wasn't reaching out to him. He was reaching out to her, and the conversation was innocent. It wasn't anything about getting back together or anything in the nature about their relationship. Yet he let this woman believe that. That's because I told her the narrative he told her is the narrative he has to keep. I've been the victim of this, where someone who I used to be with, I thought we were cool, and then you get a wild call because apparently you're a demon and you're all these bad things. But you and I were kicking it and cool. But now your new person is going off and they have a lot to say about me. See, when a person gets with a new person, they can talk about the ex and create whatever scenario that they want to create. And this falsely makes the new person feel as though that they are better than, that they have to compete and that they are better. Because why are you arguing with the ex? If he was like, why are you upset? If your relationship is secure and you just went down the aisle, and within days I'm speaking to him and I ain't spoke to him, why are you mad at me? Maybe you should be mad at him. I didn't make a vow with you. I didn't say anything to you. I don't even know you exist. I don't even know what's going on with you. If you came, and she said, that woman came up to her and knocked her in the head, she wouldn't know because she blocked him on social media, but I didn't. But even I'm not being blocked. Didn't feel the need to update said family member on what this man was doing because who cares? Her new man is fine. Like, she really upgraded. Nobody think about you, boo-boo. Nobody's thinking about you. So I say this to make this be a lesson. Many of us will move into a space where we get with a person and we feel as though somehow we are better than the ex, or they'll make you feel as though you are the best thing happening. We call that love bombing. And when you are in that space, you feel as though you are the best person and you're so great. But the reality of it is they're just preparing you to feel as though this high, this exhilaration, or the fact that they chose you. And now you feel as though you are at a higher level. But the reality of it is usually that's only until the new supply comes in, so to speak. So you might have a good run, a couple of years, and then we'll be sitting down with some popcorn laughing because he'll do the same thing to you. People don't typically change. And the problem is, instead of us learning a person's pattern in relationships, we tend to jump in. And then by the time you start seeing the signs, which I know, like I told said family member, but she's seeing the signs by her reaction. Because what she had to go through his phone or something. So there's already some trust issues for her to know that y'all, like, why would she know so quickly? There's something that is going on there that led to that. And the fact that they literally, when I looked, just got married speaks volumes. So like I told her, let messy be messy. Let them be over there in their delusion, because you go from being the person who knows everything. Is nothing worse than seeing a woman jump in the defense of a man to the baby mother, the ex-girlfriend, only to find herself in that same situation and looking like, wow, now this other woman's yelling at me and telling me what he's not and what he is. Everybody needs to pump their brakes and deal with the reality of fact that, what am I really getting in this situation? Because if you got to be arguing with other women, if you got to be going through phones, if you got to be fighting and arguing and screaming with somebody, if you got to be policing someone's behavior, that might be a sign that that relationship isn't the best for you. And I get it. People don't want to be alone. People want to be with someone, but we really have to start taking our time to pay attention to the signs. Because had she paid attention to the signs, she would know that man was living with a whole nother woman before he moved down there with her. She was just the better deal. She came with the most perks. She also came with a clean start because she was completely out of state. So therefore, she had no clue what she was getting, because he could go down there and be whoever he wanted to be with her. And she didn't know. Women, wake up. Stop letting men play in your face, and stop letting men turn you against other women. Other women who one day you might all too find yourself living in that same woman's shoes. It's just your turn right now. If you're up at bat, you know what? Take a swing. Who am I to say that you won't have a home run? But don't be surprised if that man slide into another base. You know, he's always looking for a home. So if he lands somewhere else in a couple of years, don't be mad either. Anyway, I'm going to stop there. I don't get mad at other women when I hear stuff, but when you come at someone close to me, it makes me defensive, and I have to watch that, because I have to have empathy, because I know that she doesn't know. I know she think that she on to something. I know she think that's her man. Not even realizing ain't nobody want him. Girl, don't nobody want him. We over there applauding you. Go, girl, go. You go. Y'all can have each other. Nobody's crying. Nobody's over here stomping. Nobody's thinking about him. He was the one reaching out. So instead of all that smoke you have for that other woman, you might want to direct that at the person you laying next to, sleeping with the whole enemy. Oh, girl, that's your man. That is your husband. Anyway, over here, I'm good. You good, girl? I will see you in the next video. And don't be a victim of the homosexual, okay? Be mindful. Pay attention. Do your research. Slow down. Maybe have a conversation with that other woman before you decide to jump bad with her, because she might be able to save you from a little bit of pain. Look at all this redness. I was going to sleep. I had exfoliated good. I'll see you all in the next video. And until next time, be good.